is missing. We know that she's afraid.
I'm trying to protect you.
They think that we don't have what it takes to find her.
What is it? She wants us to follow her.
We proved that this place couldn't break us. Stop! You can either lay down and die, or we can say, we're taking our lives back.
Damn, let's take off the bat. What's up, people? What is going on? Welcome back. Big Ford is here. We are back with this episode, and we are 2 more episodes until this season from over. And I pretty much can't wait for it. Right here. There. What's up, people? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Running a little bit late, but I am here and I am ready to go. Brian should be popping in a minute, so we'll see how that goes. Thinker said, I hope we see monsters in this episode. Ooh. I hope we see monsters too, but I hope we see, I guess, maybe the answers to what happens to Fatima. I was supposed to do a video where I said I was going to try and predict what happened to her, but I was feeling to find something today, so it'd be relevant to make that video, but I definitely have some videos in mind that I'm going to do. Just gotta do it. We got 11 people up in here watching, and just so you guys know that the link is into the chat, so you can definitely click that link and watch along with us. I was running a little bit late, but we do have 20 minutes before the episode goes. So if anybody there in the chat, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think you're going to see? These last 2 episodes, I think, are going to be a banger. You guys agree with me? Let me know. But other than that, Fletcher is in the house. He said, "What's good evening from Hollis? What is up, brother? How you doing, Fletcher? What do you think you're going to see in this episode today?" There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Last 2 episodes are going to be back. Oh, you're hearing an echo? I don't know if it's just me, but I'm hearing an echo. Let me know if you guys are hearing an echo. Oh, you are hearing an echo as well. Interesting. Hold on. I think I know why. Let me know if you guys are still hearing the echo. Yeah, there's an echo. Change my mic and that could be the reason. Let me check out. I know. Tell me if you hear it better now. I got this new mixer board. That's why in the mixer board, whenever it turns on, it goes straight to echo. Don't ask me why, but I should be good there. Julie said, "Hi, I'm out walking before the episode drops. My new video took me longer to make than expected, so I've been tied up with that." Oh, don't worry about it. Absolutely. I've seen the video. The video was fire. Yeah, there is an echo. Nikisha, hope you're doing well, as I hope you're doing well as well. You doubt all goofy and epic like me. Oh, it's better now. Okay. See, so because I got this new mixer, like, watch. If I press this button, I'm gonna sound a little bit different. Not sure how I can sound because I can't hear it in my headphones. Because I plug my headphones into that, I hear myself like that. And then if I click this one, you'll hear me a little bit differently. This one. Once I go to regular, you guys hear me. Catalyst, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. This episode is going to be a banger. I agree with you 100%. This episode is going to drop in 17 minutes, guys. So make sure you check it out. That is correct. There is a link for anybody who's just popping in the chat. It's pinned there. Put it in a stream where we can all watch it together. And I say this every week, but for those of you that know, I can't play it on YouTube. There's some people that ask, and they're like, "Hey, how come you don't put it on YouTube?" I'm like, "I can't. I'll get back." How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Let me know. Are you guys ready? Like, are you guys really ready? Huh? Are you guys really ready for this episode? Tell me, because I'm ready. I've been ready all week. I can't wait to see what they do. It's a part one and part two. So I have a feeling that the cliffhanger at the end is going to be a banger, like 100%. It may be a dropping banger of an episode. So I can't wait for that. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys ready? What do you think? So here's the question: are we going to see the baby in this episode? Brian from the Spoiler Kings has popped in. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Oh, leave it alone too long, man. Talking about I had to walk the dog and it came right back down.
No worries, brother. I'm glad you're here. Tell the people where they can find you.
And 1/3 of Spoiler Kings, we are on live Mondays and Thursdays, and now Saturdays because we're doing our big thing on Silo. So Silo, we're doing episode breakdowns on that. So right before this episode, and then we'll push you right to Bigger for Entertainment so we can do this from.
Absolutely. I was watching some of that great video. I watched half of the first episode, but I didn't actually get to finish it yet. And yeah, it definitely looks really good. So I'm gonna continue watching that.
That Rashida Jones episode. Woo, let's go.
What's up? Thank you guys for popping. And for me though, um, Cobra Kai dropped, and I was like, you know what, I gotta watch Cobra Kai first, and then I'll go to Silo. And I can't lie, Cobra Kai was a banger, bro. Yo, it was a banger. You watch it yet?
Yeah. No, so I watched only the first episode of Cobra Kai because I was watching Cross.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cross is good too.
Yeah,
Cross is good.
Aldous Hodge, man. I'm a huge Aldous Hodge fan.
I gotta finish that up too. Brother, I fell asleep twice trying to watch the first episode of Silo season 2.
So
Really?
there's no words being spoken in current time. It's very much like The Martian in that there's no one else there, so there's no words to be spoken. But it's gonna
Wait,
pick up from there.
wait, there's no dialogue?
No dialogue at all. Only in flashbacks. This first episode. Only in flashbacks.
Very interesting. Said I watched Spoiler King Silo. It was a great chat. Y'all should come next week. Oh, I'm pretty sure they will come next week. Absolutely 100%. You know what I mean? I
More
said
the
it in the
merrier.
chat. Guys do some good content over there. Then
Yeah.
Nikisha, I messaged you back in Discord. Just saw that now. Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened, but I'll check my messages when I can. Absolutely. I've been a fan of Aldous Hodge since
This is
Leverage.
Leverage. Me too. I love Leverage. I even love the ones they did on Prime. The after one. When he brought his little cousin in to replace him because he's doing too many movies. I love Leverage.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 100%. Aldous Hodge is really good. And I know people had an issue with his Hawkman. I thought he was one of the best parts of that movie. To be honest
Yeah,
with you.
him and Dr. Fate were the only parts that I thought were even doable.
Facts, 100%. So I was asking the chat, them. I'm asking you, are you excited for tonight, Brian?
Dude, I cannot. If we see the fucking baby, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna let you know.
No.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Don't let it be a little demon baby that got wings or something like that. I'm going to lose my mind.
So do you think we're seeing the baby?
I think that we will. That she will have the baby. Damn it, Hardison. Yeah, exactly. I think she will have the baby tonight. I don't know if we see it.
Absolutely.
That's the cliffhanger that we might get.
Thanks. Ed. While you guys are watching From live, I'll be watching Cross. Sorry, I'm still on season 1 of From. I don't know what you're waiting for, Tank. You know what I mean? I got my boy Roberto to watch it, and he was like, "Oh, it's a little bit slow," but then he said he was on episode 8, and he was like, "Bro," he was like, "Yo, he's right. You're
full
right."
speed ahead. You get, I think, past like episode 3, and you're like, okay, now I can't sleep. I'm just gonna watch the rest of this.
Facts. Nah, baby should be season finale cliffhanger. Ooh, I honestly don't know what the hell to expect from this baby and what it'll look like, but we might not get it until the finale.
I don't think we see it, but I think that she might have the baby, and then the whole finale will be us dealing with it, the fallback from it.
Yeah, I think if anything, like we may see it at the end. You know what I mean? Like right at the end, she gives birth to the baby, and they may not show it. I agree, they may not show it, but I think by the end of this episode, she'll probably give birth to the episode. Season 4 better have 1 hour episodes. Yeah, I know these 40-minute episodes are killing me, bro. I'm right there with you, Fletcher. I'm like, man, can we get some more?
I need them to hurry up and say, yes, season 4 is happening.
Yeah, I agree. I
For what
agree.
reason? What reason are we even doing this? Like, there's no reason to not enjoy this right now.
I agree. 100%. We need to have that damn typo. So many of them since I got my new phone and the autocorrect is screwed up. Yeah, don't worry about that, man.
No, about
I
that.
know how that
We'll read
feels.
it.
You know how many times I send a message and I'm like, oh, damn, man. You know, thank God they have the little edit thing there where you can edit it right away. But before that, man, typos galore. So I don't blame you.
I just said, you mean what I know? Not me. Not me.
Facts. You know what I mean. Absolutely.
You mean what I
Bri-
know? That's exactly how it works.
do you have the link for the room still, Brian?
I sure did not put it up.
Okay, hold on. If you want, you could just, save it because this
Yeah, I
always
had it for last night, and then after last night, I was just like, whatever. If fight pissed me off so much.
uh, so what else what else do you think we're gonna see in this episode?
Boyd, I think it's gonna be really interesting by the end of the episode. Does the town turn on Boyd?
Very good question.
And I think that's a possibility that all of a sudden they all say, no, you should have said something to us. You should have told us the truth. You're telling us to go find her, but you're not telling us the truth that, she's the one that killed Tilly. You're not saying the truth.
Absolutely, 100%. Now, I have that, but I also kind of think that maybe Boyd is going to find a way to flip it so that that information doesn't come out. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think it
I have
comes out in episode 10. That's to be the revelation that everyone's going to find.
Yeah, definitely. Ready for another episode of Breaking
Breaking
Boyd? Yeah,
Boyd.
for real. For real. For real. Because you can see the cracks in Boyd. You know what I mean? Like when you watch the show, you can see the crack. When the Fatima thing, he went outside the door, he stood there and he was just waiting. Then there was a time where he was outside of the hospital and he was just chilling there by himself. So you could definitely see the cracks in Boyd. You know what I mean? Said, I hope
Ooh,
Acosta doesn't find those bullets. Yeah, because the only reason, like, even if she does, like, the only person she could use the bullets on is Boyd, right?
exactly.
And townspeople.
Or Fatima.
Ooh, yeah. I'm listen. I know there's a baby, and I know I was always team baby, but I still think she's turning into something. I don't think she's just gonna have this baby and everything is gonna be all copacetic. You know what I mean? I still think
100%.
she's turning into something.
So did you ever read about the ghost?
The kimono lady?
The kimono lady, yeah. What the
No,
story is behind it?
no, but explain it because I got to do more research on that for sure.
So I saw it and I was like, let me just save this for later. Pull it up.
Yes, Donna will listen this and not say anything. She said, if he don't tell, she will. Yeah, I know. And with Fatima missing, there might not be any reason for her to bring that information out yet. So
But when does she do? When does she do it? 'Cause I think she will
I,
say something.
I think if she does, maybe Boyd is going to do something to try and protect her, and Donna's gonna find out. You know what I mean? Because it looks like they're kind of Donna and Boyd haven't been on the same page for a while. So um, I hope Donna doesn't end up taking her own life. She's looking pretty desperate lately. I don't think she'll take her own life, but I think she may sacrifice herself to help somebody. That may be a possibility. I thought they tried harder to break Boyd directly this season, though. So much focus on Fatima, and I know that is devastating to him, but I want more Boyd centric stuff in the
Mm.
last 2 episodes. I agree with you. I think, I think I seen a video where they were talking about, Boyd pretty much has taken a back step to a lot of the things that are happening in the town right now, and I kind of agree with that. What do you
It's
think?
because he's not leading anything right now. He's trying to cover for everything. He's trying to figure it all out, and that's not good.
I agree. I agree. You found the kimono lady stuff?
Yeah. So it says I looked up Japanese folklore and found two deities that seemed relevant about the details for the kimono lady: the Jorgumu and the Tushimugumu, which are both different types of giant spider monsters that shape shift into humans and use deception to lure humans into their traps. The Jorgumu specifically is associated with the waterfalls and bodies of the water. Similarly, shapeshifters exist in Native American folklore. It also says that the kimono lady is usually someone who lost their baby previously or had traumatic event while trying to have a baby and maybe lost their life during that, and then trying to have the baby later by snatching someone else's baby.
Someone else's baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I heard that. And
So
somewhere in what I heard was something with a drowning or something like that, but I would have to go back and find that
it,
video.
it's
But
something to do with the water, So
yeah, but that spider thing makes a lot of sense because you remember in season 1 we saw the
it
spider
was
webs,
Sarah.
right?
It was a spider web, and then she was. They're all luring Sarah, right? And
Yeah.
now they're luring Elgin, and that's just how it goes.
Said really interesting, Brian. That seems totally fitting to what's going on. Absolutely, 100%. You know, and again, I say this all the time. They're taking fork lures from other things and stuff like that. But my question is this: how does the Fatima and the baby stuff fit into the grand scheme of things?
Because there's no time. Time is not linear. I wonder is if the birth of this baby is actually the one who rules this entire place that we're in right now. So like the birth of this baby is the one who ends up being the big bad for the entire series, which
That's
totally could be
interesting.
happening.
Ooh,
You know,
that's interesting. And you know what's funny? Because I was on Julie's stream the other night, and I just blurted out, I think that the dude in the room possibly was, maybe a reincarnation somewhere down the line of the boy in white or something like that, and now he's
Mm.
projecting as a little boy. I know the shirt doesn't match. I think that's the issue that I'm having is maybe the shirts and the jeans, but hmm, very interesting.
But the boy in the white, when we hear today, he sounds like a teen in the white. What we saw for the preview,
Yeah, I know, right?
doesn't
I know,
sound like a
right?
little boy anymore.
The birth of the boy in white, very
It
interesting.
could be
I
exactly.
I think it's a physical manifestation of the big bad that doesn't have a physical form right now. That would make sense, to be honest with you, right? And maybe they need that baby as a form. But here's the thing: is the baby going? Because Kimona Lady only shows up to a few people, right? So it's not like she's just there in the real world. Is the baby going to be like that too, or is it going to be like an actual baby that Fatima is going to be able to hold? People are going to be able to see.
Mm. See, I was thinking that this is like even like a birth of like the anti quote unquote Christ, because there's
Hmm.
no specific father. It's we all all think we know the father, but it's not because it's not their baby, right? So
Right.
Ellis can't be the father, so it's like the entity, the evil entity is the father, and like it's like a virgin birth again.
Hmm. Makes
And the
sense.
question is Fatima going to Fatima going to protect this baby, or is she
What?
going
Yeah.
to say you're evil?
Facts. That's why I'm saying if she's going to be turning into something, then I think she may protect it. But if it's just she's gonna give birth and everything's gonna be fine, then no, she's absolutely gonna want to kill it. Nakisha said that's a grown ass man now. He old enough to pay rent. He
Hell yeah,
better be
he
paying
is.
rent. He better be paying rent. You
The
know what
boy
I
in
mean?
white, a grown
He
ass
ain't,
man in white.
he ain't living rent free in nobody's head. You gotta pay right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Absolutely, 100%. Is Fatima in danger? Yeah, I think she is in danger, 100%. Yep, the
I think she
Antichrist
she could
figure.
die.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know
too.
if she comes to season 4. I don't know.
It's tough. We got 2 minutes left, guys. As soon as it drops, I will be playing it. So make sure that you guys are in that room. That 24 people watching. Thank you guys for popping in. It's always a pleasure. Yep, the Antichrist figure. I think so. I mentioned that in the video I just dropped. Immaculate Conception.
Conception, exactly.
Hmm.
The Immaculate Conception.
100%.
And this is also the idea that this could be the Garden of Eden. These episodes are called Revelation, and Revelation talking about the 666, the birth of the Antichrist and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So like all these things are fall into place for this being the Antichrist is being born.
Absolutely. Yeah. See y'all after. No
Yeah, she's gonna
problem.
watch it. She watches it on her own.
No problem. Absolutely 100%. We got 1 minute to go. And once this thing drops, ooh, I'm excited. I am definitely excited. Let me see.
I know
What
it's taking too long. It's killing me now.
You know what
Way
I
too
mean?
long. Let's go.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. Like they're really milking it, bro. Like, come on, you can give us at least 1 minute. You know what I mean?
Look at-
1 minute extra, 2 minutes extra. Drop it.
Oh, you thought you thought you were done? Just a little bit wait. I gotta wait a little longer. Come on.
Facts.
Oh my god. Come on, guys. It's like it has to be on the timer. It has to be on the timer.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, boop, we drop it now. I just wish I was one of those lucky ones that got to see the stuff in advance. You know what I mean? Where I could
Hell
be
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I got a little screener of it and I can watch it in advance. But one day, one day we'll get there. We'll continue to doing our stuff. And, I said, enjoy, guys. I have to wait to finish my walk. Oh, okay. Well, enjoy your walk, but make sure you get there as soon as possible because
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to wait. You don't want to miss anything. It's time to do this.
just click the link in the top of the chat, pinned in the chat. There's a room there where you can watch it there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm more worried about missing it and then going on X or something and
And
seeing
someone tell me
spoilers.
something. Oh, that pissed me
Yeah,
off.
that would
There we
be
go.
terrible.
Revelations
It
chapter 1. Let's
it
go.
is there, guys. We are going to play it now. I have the screen up here so you guys know where we're on. What's up, guys? How was it so far? We're just about to watch it, Jack Law. So I am going to count down to 5 and play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I know it's like if I'm watching it by myself, I'm skipping the recap. But
Yeah.
because I know the episodes are so slow, I'll let the recap play.
Just let it run. Let it go.
Yeah, facts. Guys that are popping in, there's a link in the chat. You can just click on that and watch it there.
Sounds so familiar.
Mm-hmm.
That limited Polaroid.
This this guy, bro. I don't blame you, Donna. Let me take off this.
Just dragging her in, man. That's crazy.
Freaking Elgin, boy. Yes, you are. What the hell? Bro. Oh, is this
Damn.
Parkinson's coming back?
Yep. Gone too far.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Huh. Oh no, Boyd. Oh no, I'm feeling that.
Mm, trouble now.
Mhm.
Got blood like a Coke. It's a Coke bottle. That's not creepy at all.
you know? So let her go. Oh my god. You said she could go, right?
She's
Oh,
not a prisoner. You just can't go. That's all.
you know?
He was like, sit your ass down.
You know?
You're so stupid.
Tell me. What? Oh, I gotta go back and watch that.
You know you want it.
Yeah, she
Just,
do want it.
just a tip.
No, I don't. Okay, just a tip. I don't do this all the time. Blood in a soda bottle, chili in a ghetto. Chili
Child,
in the
yo,
ghetto
that's
pack.
crazy.
Anyone got an early link? Yeah, there's a link pinned to the chat, and you could just click in the room there and come watch it with us, guys. And it's a pleasure having you here. Always a pleasure to see you guys that come in here and just chill out with us all the time and watch the show, man. Skip intro, please. Actually, I know you don't like the intro, brother, but I'm gonna keep the intro playing because
Because
if we
everyone else
do the
does like
episodes
that.
finish too fast, you know what I mean? And
Dude, I'm hoping this is so great. The penultimate episode is going to be awesome,
me
man.
too. Let me see if hopefully it's an hour. It says 51 minutes, so
It's a little longer
45,
than usual.
46. Yeah, a little bit. But they gotta do these things. Yeah, we reviewed it on the Spoiler Kings.
You know, I was telling you, he's talking about Silo.
I got you. 25 people watching. Thank you guys for popping in. Like I said, the link is in the chat. Oh, we got 25 people in that link. Good job, guys. I'm gonna say this, man, before while the intro's playing. Because usually just for you guys coming here at midnight, whatever time it is where you are, to chill with us is always great. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's amazing, guys. You guys are all amazing.
Absolutely. All right, let's go.
This is about to be something. It's about to go down for real.
Yeah, it's going down. I agree. I still don't. Elgin's still pissing me off. So I knew it. He's gonna blame himself. Oh shit. What? Wait. What? Ooh.
Oh,
She felt some kind of connection there. Tell her. Hmm. Please talk. No. Really?
the lies. Stupid.
Oh my god. This is the- this is stuff that, like, bro. Why are we not talking?
Because they're stupid.
You know what I mean?
See, Jim's would be a good dad here.
No, he's not. I can already tell that. He's gonna go talk to Rondo. Jim didn't learn a damn thing.
It depends what he does right now. What does he do right now? Is he come and attack Randall, or just ask him, "Hey, she's not telling me the truth. What's going on?"
Ooh, of course. Of course, Jim. Come on, Jim. What's up, Michael? The link is in the chat to watch if you want to. It's from, bruh. Okay, okay,
That's a
okay. I'm good.
good
I'm good
start,
with.
Jim. Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
The link is in the chat.
Yes, absolutely. Come on, tell him, Jim. Talk. Okay, Jim came at him properly. He didn't like keep her away from those rooms. Hmm,
I mean, that's a better attitude, Jim. At least. At least.
absolutely, absolutely, 100%. I came to watch the show. Then click on the link in the chat, and you can go into a room where we're watching it. It's pinned to the top of the chat, brother. Oh wow, the bell. We haven't seen that in a while.
As I told you.
Hmm. So that room that she in actually does need a talisman in there. I'm
Yep.
guessing. Oh, Donna, Donna, Donna. Feel like we may be seeing the last of you.
Might be our last episode.
The next one. I don't think this one, but the next one. Ooh, yeah, especially when they're
Mm,
doing stuff like this. Oh, facts. Which y'all ain't getting no more.
oh man.
Hmm. Hmm. It seems like even unintentionally, the town is breaking Donna just as bad as Boyd.
Because they're reflections of each other.
Yeah. No. Let me see if you're gonna act right with Tabitha now.
Apologize.
Rede- you redeem yourself. There we go. You have my support. Finally.
Thank God.
There we go. There we go. Exactly. What's up to the 34 people watching? If you guys want to watch the show, just pop into the chat that's there and you can see the show with us. Appreciate you guys popping in. Yes.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Did I miss something?
I saw your mother.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
It's because
is there to break him. Yes. Mm. Oh, shit. That's that's what I'm talking about, boy.
She like,
Oh, snap, for real. Is this the episode 9 out or 9? No, this is the episode 9.
this is
Click
episode
the
9, guys,
link.
right now.
Yeah, you can watch with us. Most people don't get it till tomorrow, so I understand why, it's kinda like, "Oh, can I watch it now?" Like, a lot of people don't get it till tomorrow, so all you guys that are in here watching it with us, I appreciate. Oh, she fixed it. Huh. Uh-oh. She's gonna hear the voices again because she fixed it.
Break it. Break it.
Facts. Oh, shit.
Is
Oh,
that get out
shit.
that get out of jail free card for Fatima? Because Sarah's gonna kill
For real.
somebody else?
For real. Mm. Like, get it off and bust him in his head. He deserves it. Oh, shit.
She actually look like she has a baby in there.
Yeah.
Gotta stab his ass.
Yep. Stab his ass. That's right. Get him. Nah, you should have stabbed him in his gut, man. I should Ooh. Calm down. Calm down. The voices came back. Mm. Gotcha. Oh, shit. Time for what?
What?
God damn.
That's fucked up. Oh my god.
Yeah, Victor's
Victor.
losing it. I knew he was gonna blame himself for what happened
Where's
to his
Henry?
phone.
Oh, here she is.
You know? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, who yeah, you getting in trouble.
You know what I mean? Not until you
Big
calm
dude.
down. Still that bullshit cop shit. Hmm.
Henry.
Hmm.
What's she gonna do?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm so sick of this woman, bro. Oh, soul food time.
She gonna have some grits. Watch.
You know? some corn, some cornbread.
Good job.
They ain't never had food that good, bro. Trust me.
So what is this? I taste him. She's like, that's
yeah.
seasoning.
good. Good. Good job, Donna. I think Julie called that where she said, I don't think Donna was going to
Yeah.
tell. Tell her everything. Tell her everything. Tell her what Sarah told you. Good job. Hmm. Facts. Yes. Donna's on point too.
I told you she had some grits in her hand.
Facts.
Oh.
uh, tell them what happened because facts. Because these two ain't fucking there. I love that Donna. I love that Donna and Boyd are on the same page right now. I'm loving that shit.
Be honest.
Yeah. Are you guys having issues watching it in the chat? Let me know. Are you in that room, Brian?
Yeah, I'm in the room, and it's working fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Good job. That's what you do. Give her a kiss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm.
Oh my.
Fucking bitch.
Not this mother.
Oh. Ugh. I wonder if he's gonna take Ellis there to be the sacrifice. Ooh.
She's like 4 months pregnant in that 4 hours.
You know? This boy very nervy. Facts. Am I wrong? The episode's being blocked by season one posters.
The
Yeah, you
link,
have to go to the link in the chat. Yeah.
the link in the chat will take you to what we're watching, guys.
Yes. Wait, what? Because they were laughing. Ugh. Exactly.
Mm,
Good point. She
that's
never really got
foreshadowing.
the
That's
yeah, for real.
foreshadowing right there. That's gonna
Yeah,
be a problem.
yeah, yeah. Mhm, mm. Mm. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, so
Now y
until they find out about Fatima, he
yeah,
just
I
gonna
know.
hit her out, and then all this shit just
But
goes changes.
that's what I was gonna say, now you need to tell him the truth, you know what I mean? Tell him more. Victor's gonna come start cutting it down. Oh, shit. Mm. Oh, he's going yeah, at first I thought he was gonna go for the bottle, he's going for the far away trick.
Yep.
Mm, mm. Yep. Mhm. you're not. I don't trust that boy in white. Kind soul, I'm right there with you.
Don't talk about your grandma.
You know? Mm.
Mm, yeah. Changes his outlook on stuff.
Yeah, I don't trust this fucker. Oh, I don't trust Elgin. I don't. Yeah, the episode's out. There's a link in the chat to watch with us.
Usually replay it afterwards too. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Got 42 people in there watching now. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Ah, all right, Jim. All right, Jim.
yeah. Getting too emotional, he's about to die.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, now he want to help and all kinds of shit. Yeah, he might be one to go too.
Radio. I
Oh,
knew it.
shit.
Good shot, man.
You know?
That's a good boy too.
And the town is just fucking with them, bro. Thank you. Talk. I heard you. Mm.
Can't say that.
You know? Oh, shit.
I don't trust that.
I know. Mm. Mm.
The links in the chat, guys, to what we're
Yeah.
watching. That wasn't helpful. Such a dick.
You know? Facts. How do you know?
Oh God.
Mm. You busted. You see,
Looking at him
now,
with his eyebrow up, like, I don't trust this dude.
you know what I mean? But Boyd would have been pulled out the gun and be like, "Where's Fatima?" You know what I mean? Oh,
The boy would pull his gun.
fact, because he would have figured out, like, how do you know about the baby? Like, why is the baby coming out? Where
He's
is
gonna
it?
open his hatch. Is gonna go into the tunnels.
Yeah. What if Thomas is Victor? That's good. I could be. Mm.
Now she could touch you,
You know? Well, yeah, she touched Elgin. Remember,
but
she
she's
tried to
holding her
drown him.
down. I mean,
Yeah,
she did try to drown Elgin, but
yeah, yeah.
oh, then Cooley
Ooh,
Kid took her right to where Fatima is.
wow, Fatima. Nah, fuck that. Come with me. I'm not leaving you outside.
She feels the
Yeah.
spirit. Why not open the other side? We get as much light as possible.
Fact. Oh shit. Someone standing there?
Uh,
Oh, that's right there. That's why the kimono lady was covering her mouth because they were outside there.
mhm. Yep, she is her.
She is Miranda.
But you're Miranda entire
Mm-hmm.
time. Oh no! Yes,
Mm.
her reincarnated. Wow, she remembers now.
Yep.
With a smiley.
Oh, you son of a. Oh, you son of oh, you son of a oh my god. Victor didn't hear her screaming. No, because the kimono lady covered her
Going on
mouth.
her mouth.
That's why she was covering her mouth. Didn't want her to make noise. She saw his sister. So what about Eloise? Christopher is dead. Yeah, it seems like the
The
reincarnation theories.
reincarnation is real. This is
Yeah,
real.
100%. So Tabitha was Miranda, which means Miranda was someone else, and they were probably the originals. Oh,
And
ooh,
they keep on coming back and back and back.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we now feel like we know that she's Miranda now, right? So
Yes.
Tabitha is Miranda, 100%. This is what she's seeing the vision. She knows exactly what's going on.
Yes. Yes.
And then
So
why did
Jade,
Jade saw Christopher with the
yep,
dummy? So that makes sense now.
absolutely. Oh, that was heavy. It really was. I need to rewatch. Yeah, I'm definitely
This could
gonna
be a couple
rewatch
times.
it.
This might be one of those times I have
100%.
to watch with a notepad to
Mm-hmm.
write this stuff down.
Uh-huh. So Jade is Christopher. Tabitha is
It's
Miranda.
Miranda.
Hmm. I'm telling you, it's about the kids, right? They want Ethan. They're gonna figure out that Ethan is gonna be the kid that they're after. I'm
Mhm.
still trying to figure out what the kimono lady and that baby have to do with anything. I want to know how that connects to it. But you know, it made me feel so bad that you met your son from the last life because I always think about if I will meet my daughter in my next life. No, I feel you.
Oh man,
They
that's
could
heavy.
have
That's heavy, kind. So
they could have revealed more. Yeah, but they didn't want to. We're gonna get way more in the final episode, that's for sure. It was a boring episode. Once again, breadcrumbs. I don't know about you saying it was boring, brother. I disagree with that one. I
I don't
don't think it was boring at all.
I don't think it was boring. I think it was a lot of stuff that was going on, but it's the way you look at it. I mean, it's a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
happening and giving you answers. I mean, Boyd is giving up his position. You know,
Yeah,
what is Donna going to say? We don't know what's going on with that. You know, Acosta
absolutely.
is Donna going to tell Acosta and then open up a whole can of worms, and then Boyd gives up his post, but Candy's not strong enough to push away Acosta, and then she is taking over the town, and then she kills somebody else. Like there's
Absolutely.
so many things that are happening here, like layers and layers and layers. And Jim finally acting like a fucking father and husband for the first time in 2 years. Like finally
Absolutely.
figuring that out. You know,
He just said, I say this every stream, but I want the season to end with Ethan crawling out the cellar and everyone appearing to be dead. Like, I need that to happen. It might happen, to be honest with you, because
it's
at this
scary
point,
communication.
some of the things that a lot of theories, the reincarnation theories, it seems like that is 100% in full effect. This was a great episode. I agree with you 100%. That was great. Why is Elgin something?
Man,
Elgin is, yeah.
and
Go
he
ahead,
shouldn't
Brian.
even he shouldn't even be saying things like his talk about his grandmother out his mouth. Like he is disrespectful on so many different levels. And to be in Ellis's face talking about, oh, it's gonna be okay, bro. Don't worry about it. Let me walk with you.
Facts,
Man, you should have got stabbed in the face.
facts,
Like
facts.
100%.
You see, Boyd would have picked up on that. You know what I mean? Boyd would have picked up on that and be like, okay, and
Ellis is
because
like he feels it, but he doesn't know what's actually going on. He can't
hmm
put two and two together. Boyd would have
absolutely
been reading between the lines and said, "You have her. Take me
facts.
to her."
Wait, we just got one answer, right? That Tabitha's Miranda. We
Yep.
got that one, but I think they're also hinting that
Jade is
Jade
Christopher.
is Christopher. That's why they showed that, right? So if it goes and repeat, then Jade's gonna feel like everything is a lie, and there's probably gonna be something where instead of trying to help, he's not gonna want to do it, and he's gonna have to switch that attitude if
The boy in
he
white
does
is
want
going to be talk to him. But I think it still has to be the chosen one. Because if it wasn't the chosen one, he would have told Victor what to do, and
to.
Victor would just
Absolutely,
did it.
absolutely. If Ellis would just talk to Elgin, the problem would be solved. It's serial. Well, I agree with you, and I think that that little talk should have probably like had Ellis thinking questions. It would have had me asking questions like, "Wait a minute! All of a sudden, you're talking about the baby, and you're saying maybe it's a good thing. What do you know? You know what I mean? That you're not telling me, right?
Or tell
So,
him all the things that he's already been through. Let him
absolutely,
know that Boyd had to kill my mother. My father had to kill my mother because she was killing people. That's the stuff, the trauma that I've been through here.
absolutely.
It
I
made
get
him
your word.
put him on a human level.
Episode 10 hasn't dropped yet, my brother, but next week it will be, and we will be back here for it as well. Why couldn't Ellis see that Elgin is full of shit? He should have pressed him about Fatima. I agree, 100%.
I feel like
100%.
he did see something. Something's happening, and he's going to talk to Boyd, and they're going to figure something going on with Elgin.
Absolutely.
I think they're going to make it there in time, right as the baby's being born.
Absolutely. Said, what's your theory on the boy in white? Well, I always said, and I guess it's confirmed now, but I had a theory. I thought the boy in white could be bad, but it's not. It's just he's tried to help, and he realized that him telling Christopher what happened didn't work out the way it did. So now he's trying to let them figure it out all by themselves with a little bit of help. You know what I mean? So that kind of makes sense now. Go ahead, Brian. What are your thoughts?
I still don't trust the boy in white. I don't trust the kimono lady. I don't trust the boy in white. I don't trust any of them. The only ones I trust right now is the Ankui kids. I
Yeah.
feel like I could trust them.
I agree, 100%. I wonder if Ellis is gonna be suspicious. I would have been suspicious already. The minute he started talking about everything's gonna be okay, and the minute he brought up the baby, I'd have been like, you know something.
I would
You
start
know what
choking
I
them
mean?
immediately,
Facts.
just on principle. Like you saying some too many reckless things, bro. I got to go ahead and start choking you. Choke away the problem.
Facts. Facts. 100%. Said neither Boyd or Ellis said anything about Sarah hearing voices and Fatima not being okay. That's the most important info they let people know. Okay, so I think, and I say this before, I think they let the people who needed to know. Donna needed to know. You know what I mean, for sure. But I don't think everybody in the town needed to know because then they're going to be asking too much questions. That's
And so
why
why should
Boyd
I
was
be
like,
following? Why should I follow Sarah?
right, exactly. And not to mention, Fatima is the one that killed somebody. So why are
Mhm.
we looking for her? We should just let her be out there, you know? Wait, then Christopher wasn't the person who did the massacre? I think Christopher had something to do with the massacre, right? I think
I think he
he
didn't do what he was supposed to do, and that caused the monsters to come out and trap everybody. Like if he
absolutely,
did what he was supposed to do, it would have been easier for Miranda to get to where she needed to go. Like I think
absolutely,
it's a multi-level plan. And if you don't get Christopher to do what he's supposed to do, Miranda can never get to where she need to go. And it's gonna
right.
be the
And
same thing. If you don't get Jay to do what he needs to do, Tabitha can never get to where she needs to go.
hmm And I honestly think, and again, I said this before, and I think I'm a little bit more convinced now. I think that Christopher was actually the chosen one. He didn't want to do what he wanted to do. Miranda went out there to go in the bottle tree, but as on the faraway tree, but as you can see, she didn't get there. Right, Smiley killed her. Right, so she didn't
Mhm.
even get to go into that tree to find out where it would take her or anything like that. So I think that's what's going to happen, and I think Jade, if he's going to be Christopher, then he's going to have to not do what Christopher did, and he's actually going to have to be the one to help. Um, so
I think Jay's
I
gonna have
think,
to sacrifice himself.
yeah, I think you might have to do that too, 100%. Episode 10, then what do we do for 42 weeks? I know, bro. And like Brian said, they haven't even announced season 4 yet. So, but don't worry, we're going to be here. We're still going to be doing from content. We got some plans in the work for you guys to keep us at least, theorizing and figuring out what's going to happen with
And
season.
keep it on the tip of your tongue. Figure out what we can do, where they're gonna go. But I think there's this ultimate episode. This last one is going to be so huge
Hmm.
that we're going to be okay for a little bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone that we thought is dead is alive, or if we find out who the entity out there in the woods is.
I
Something like
agree.
that is going to drive the story even more.
I agree. Anyone notice Smiley ran lunged at Miranda? That was new since they only walk. Only Victor in the corner gave me Blair Witch vibes for a minute. Yeah, I didn't even know it was Victor at first. And you know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I didn't. I think I noticed he lunged at her, but I don't
Mhm.
think he ran. You know what I mean? So I
And
have
it
to
looked
go
like he
back.
did and jumped in the air, yeah, but it
Yeah,
didn't look like he was walking.
yeah, I agree. I've never been so nervous waiting for a show to drop. I know, I feel you. Kids are the only ones who made the faraway tree, so they are definitely trustworthy. I agree with you. 10 episode seasons are painful. I know. I want more too. I definitely want more too, and it's just driving me mad. It's it's upsetting to know that last week or next week is going to be the final episode. Oh my
They're elevating the storyline, so I'm not even angry with anything that's going on. I just
god.
no matter this was like 48 solid minutes of story,
Facts.
and it's still not enough. So maybe it's
Facts.
just us. Maybe we never. It's never going to be enough.
Good point. You know what I mean? I still feel bad for Elgin. He really thinks he's helping. I know, but the thing is, you were listening to that cracked out kimono lady. I no sympathy for you there, man.
No,
Absolutely not. You see what
vacation.
Sarah did? Sarah did the right thing. Sarah was on the ground. She was screaming. She was like, "No, leave me alone." That is exactly what Elgin should have been doing.
To be
100%.
fair, Sarah did kill 2 people by that time. So now she knows it's not right. Elgin's still there,
Good point. Good
going through
point.
the
Good
middle of
point.
it. My
Good point.
problem is Elgin, he's doing everything opposite of what we've always learned to do. Like, come on, Elgin, you know what to do. You don't do
Good
those
point.
things.
Good point. You think them and Kui kids, it might be their game? No, I think they can be trusted. Those are the
Yeah.
only ones that I actually think can be trusted because they were the ones that were sacrificed, and when they died, they put hope into those trees and everything. So I think they can be trusted. But I'm with Brian there. I'm not 100% sold on that boy in white yet. I'm just not. You know what I mean? It's
He's
just
able to talk and he's doing stuff and he's not giving you real answers. Something's up with him.
Did you know that the kimono lady, it came from Japanese myth? Someone posted it last week.
On
Yeah,
Facebook,
Brian
yeah.
read it at the begin. Yeah, Brian read it at the beginning of the stream. If you want to pull it up and read it again, Brian,
Well, I mean,
go
just
right
the
ahead.
kind of the cliff notes that women who are the kimono lady represents a ghost or a woman that died during childbirth, and then they come back looking for that child that hole that never be filled. So that's one
Hmm.
thing, and the other thing was really interesting. But I want you to go back and look at the stream. But that's the idea of a kimono lady, the Japanese part of it.
Absolutely. And somebody important has to die. I agree. I agree 100%. We need a death or two in the next couple episodes. And the way they are playing it out, man, it could be Elgin, it could be Donna. You know what I mean? Even the talk with Kenny, where Kenny was like, "I'm gonna be your deputy now." Even that one had me like, "Ooh,"
Dude,
you know.
if I wasn't so sure that Boyd has to be around for season 4, I'll say it could be Boyd.
Yeah, I agree. I
You
agree.
know,
The only reason why I say it's not Boyd, like I said, is because he's the star of the show, whatever. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm right there with you. I think Boyd has to go to the end, but damn. I was out to the studio last week, very busy, lots of cars lined up to pick people. I suspect they are filming despite no announcement.
I
Oh,
sure hope so.
wait, you out there in Nova Scotia, bro? Because isn't that where they filmed the show?
Yep.
Let me know, because that's my hometown. Sarah killed people. Sarah has bodies. No, I
She
I, I
does.
get it. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
She has a body
yeah,
count,
yeah,
man.
yeah. She has a body count. I agree with you. I was trying to give sympathy for Sarah, but you're right. She definitely
I mean, you
took a
killed your
while
brother,
before.
your own
Yeah,
brother. So yeah, you got body count. There's nothing I can do. Jim is becoming. I mean, that this was the first episode I actually liked Jim. So what if
yeah,
he's the
me
one?
too. Yeah, me too.
Him and somebody because he's still not sympathetic enough. You got to kill Jim with somebody else.
Yeah, definitely. If they're going to do it, 100%. I think they will reveal
A
Fez
few
thing.
things.
Oh, a few things. Okay. We're still see Costa drama, Henry. If we remember the last episode, season one, where Ellis and Fatima marry, The only last seconds we saw Tabitha out. Yeah, I
Mm.
agree. When the show ended tonight, my frustration level was at 1,000. I know I didn't want it to end either, man. I was right there
I
with
kept
you.
looking at the time like, we're in trouble now.
Nikisha said I'm still holding out on for Jim. I'm trying. I think, like Brian said, I think this was the best episode. Like, you know what I mean? He was sympathetic. He took
He's a
Ethan. He
good
had that
father.
conversation. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He the way he handled, Julie. I mean, him saying I'm gonna support Tabitha. All those things are the right things to say, and I think he could be a sacrifice that is made by the end of the season.
Mhm.
Because now he's listening to his family. He's doing a great job. That possibly he's the one out.
Absolutely. I think Boyd will be in the box next season. Now they ain't putting Boyd in the box. Boyd ain't going in
You gonna say how you gonna get me in the box?
that. Facts.
How you gonna sanction me? Show me who.
Season ends next week, Jack. Last week was last week. Did
Yeah,
we learn anything? I don't feel like we did. Please help a girl out. Oh, we definitely learned something. So we
yeah.
learned that Miranda is a reincarnation, or Tabitha is a
Tabitha's a
reincarnation of
reincarnation of Miranda.
right. And I think the reason why Jade is seeing those visions is because he's a reincarnation of
Good
uh,
Christopher.
Christopher. That's it. I'm gonna think
I think that's the
Jim was.
biggest point.
I agree, 100%. Jim was so much better in the first season. Jim was good in the first season. Second season, he did a little bit stuff. He was okay, but I think this was the worst season for Jim. But he's finally coming around, so I'm hoping that.
That talk with Henry helped him out a lot.
Absolutely. Yes, Darth Mint Studio on Acrely has two large from signs, so they're not being secretive. Have not been to Beaver Bank to see what's going on there. Oh, you live up there in Dartmouth. Nice, man. My family is actually from Amherst, Nova Scotia. So big up to the Scotians down home, man. Why is Jade still seeing Jasper? I think because Jade is a reincarnation of Christopher.
Christopher. Yep.
Yeah. I think looking for Fatima, those convos were unnecessary. I wish they would have given like a little more answers. Um, I don't necessarily think they were unnecessary, right? So what we had with Boyd and Kenny, they're trying to
That's
build that
important.
relationship back again, right? And to show
Is it
that Boyd, yeah, go ahead.
is something also is that Boyd needs to have a plan. He's thinking about
Mhm.
the future when he's not around. He's
Yeah,
still fighting for everybody, knowing that he can be the one that's not going to be there.
absolutely, 100%. And like he said, he doesn't want no hothead in there, and he thinks Kenny is the perfect guy to take over that spot. So,
Because
but
he
you could
cares
see.
about everybody.
Yes, and you could see even when, he was like, "I may not be around," Kenny kinda like, "Don't say that," type of thing, because even though they have that issue, I think Kenny still has that thing for Boyd where he's kinda like a father figure to him, you know what I mean? So, yeah,
And Kenny has lost his father, lost his mother, and the next person he sees as a father figure is Boyd.
Boyd.
So if he loses
Yeah,
Boyd, Kenny might lose his damn mind.
absolutely. I think the boy in white is representation of Fromville.
Fromville.
Could be, 100%. Okay, that does make sense. So happy that they put the Tabitha is Eloise theory to rest.
Yep.
Yeah, they did, but
Tabitha
now
is Miranda.
it's Miranda. Yeah, 100%. No, please, not Boyd. I know he's being shady by not telling about Fatima to everyone, but he is not bad. No, no, I don't think anybody wants to see Boyd go, to be honest with you.
If Boyd goes, then we're gonna have a problem. Like, cause
Fact,
people are going to like boycott this show because it will be a huge mad dash. I don't see that happening.
fact. I watched the episode with the boy Julie saw on the porch over. He looks just like Julie would look if she were a boy. So Thomas Ethan. Um,
It's definitely
it could
Thomas.
be. Yeah, 100%. So Miranda and Tabitha had the bracelet, and Jade and Christopher had Jasper. That makes sense. That is correct.
Exactly. It's
Yep.
their talisman or their connection to the other body.
And we knew something was happening from the first time she touched. But you see, here's the thing. That's not the first time she touched Victor, though. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
why all of a sudden now is this coming in? And that's kind of like, ooh. But I guess because like the boy in white said things are starting to change. So maybe that's why.
Everything
But I'm
got
just like,
pushed up, ramped up.
yeah, to me, it's just like it's not the first time you touch Victor. So why all of a sudden now are you starting to remember? I guess it's just for the plot.
Plot device, exactly.
I'm gonna riot. Wouldn't happen though. That scene made me ballin'. Which scene you're talking about?
The only way you get right is if Boyd dies. So yeah, I agree.
I agree. Acosta could still be Eloise. Julie and Ethan may have a new sister.
Yeah, that makes sense. Acosta, especially because they're still not giving us our first name.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
matters.
100%. Acosta could be something too. I agree with you 100%. Were Miranda and Christopher lovers, or were they more like Jade and Tabitha because they're reincarnated? Ooh. I don't know if they were lovers. I don't think
No,
so.
because Miranda still loved Henry. She just ran away
Yeah.
from Henry. So,
Yeah.
and Christopher ain't got nothing that anyone thinks that he's a father figure. He never said Christopher was like a father figure to me. He just said he was a dude.
Absolutely. I don't want to see Boyd die, but there's a scene in the first season where Boyd climbs in the box neck. It feels like foreshadowing. I remember that scene. He
Mhm.
went in the box right before he was gonna put that dude in there, and I guess he went in there to feel like what it's like to be in the box. It could be foreshadowing. You are 100%. It could be
Or it could be
foreshadowing.
him seeing Ellis
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Tabitha. Not Tabitha.
Fatima.
Fatima. Yeah.
Mhm. Tabitha flashback because they were in the same location as when Miranda left Victor in the root cellar. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I did not expect the boy in white to have such a deep voice. He
That
got
was like
older.
watching Michael Jackson, man. No, that was like Michael Jackson. Like you hear, the high pitched singing, and all of a sudden he says, "Hello." You're like, what? What was that, bro?
When he was telling Kenny and Kenny wouldn't take his badge, but because his deputy again, my favorite scene, or becomes his deputy. Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, that was
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I really was glad that he said he would take it back. Exactly, but I think she was having visions before as well. You remember she was walking on Fromville, hearing someone crying. I agree. Lovers? No. Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't get that. By the way, Big Afford, if you look at your From cover, um, you have right up there on the live, doesn't look like Matthews or behind Boyd looking at UFOs. Yeah, it looks like a car crash, but light. Well, oh yeah,
yeah, the
hey,
family.
yeah, they are looking at. Yeah, there is some light there. You see the ambulance, right? Hmm, that's kind of interesting.
I don't think
Kinda-
it's aliens, but I do. I just believe biblical because I'm looking at Revelations, and they've done so many biblical things.
I'm with you. I
I
go,
honestly believe they're in the Garden of Eden.
yeah, I go more biblical stuff than the alien stuff as well. I do. So she was having visions, but now the writers are giving us clear answers. Yes, they are. I mean, it took them a while for us to figure out, but it makes sense as to why the bracelets were the same and they
Yeah.
had the same mistakes in the bracelet. There's
She said, "Oh,
also
I made this bracelet, but
yes,
obviously you made this bracelet before."
yes, exactly. And you made it when you were Miranda. But what's the age difference though? You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, what's the age difference though? Because if it's reincarnation, it's obviously Tabitha wasn't born when Miranda died, right?
Well, I mean, Victor looks older than Tabitha, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Victor's older than Tabitha,
Yeah, yeah.
so that means she, Miranda died and then became Tabitha immediately.
I agree. Looks like a UFO. I
No,
I, I see what you're talking about. I do, and it could be 100%. I just hope it's not UFO stuff, unless it's aliens. That I don't know. I
I
don't think I want to go down the alien thing.
yeah, I like the way that they're doing time and how time is not linear makes me feel like it's more biblical. The idea of Revelations 1 and 2 gives me biblical. You know, the fact that uh we're seeing Fatima, um, with without a father having a baby, you know,
Yeah,
that whole thing just screams, the Antichrist, all these things.
Absolutely.
I think
I
it's going
agree.
to follow that train of thought, but it could go somewhere else. So who
It
knows?
could, but I do agree with you. I think it's more biblical than the alien stuff, but be interesting. Everyone's always trying to make everyone hook up on this show. I don't get it. I know. Well, I think it's because the colony house is like an orgy party, so everybody just expects everybody to be effing each other. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not what we're doing on this show.
Not now.
Every
Can you
cat
imagine being
that
in the colony house and still not getting none?
facts,
That means you really you a problem.
facts. Uh, that is now the man in white. Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's
definitely the man
exactly
in white.
100%.
Definitely don't see aliens. Yeah, I'm not going with the alien stuff too, but plus time travel is now a factor. Ages matter less. Yeah, you're right. I agree. So is it purgatory? That they're suffering and still suffering even though they are reincarnated? I don't think it's purgatory. What do
And
you
that's
think,
why it
Brian?
makes me think the Garden of Eden. I
Right.
don't think it's purgatory, but if the Garden of Eden is in a pocket dimension somehow, they're on Earth but not really on Earth, that
Mhm,
makes more sense. Now, the idea what if the Garden of Eden is in purgatory and these monsters are there because they are thrown in purgatory too. So all that's possible still.
mhm. Absolutely. So Tabitha technically has two husbands in Fromville and three kids, possibly four if we find Eloise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Poss-
but that's not how it really works. You know what I mean? Her past life has the kids, Tabitha. I mean, technically, yeah. I guess you could put it that way. I can see that 100%. I don't think it's as simple as reincarnation. I feel like when we find out the truth, it will be something no one ever thought of. You see, and this is what I was saying, because even with all the reincarnation talk, I wasn't sold on it 100%. And I don't know if I'm still 100% sold on it, but
I mean,
it
she had
looks
the
like it's
visions
going
of
down that path.
being,
Yeah,
yeah, being
yeah,
Miranda, knowing exactly what's going on, seeing the scene more than was being told, and only doing that when she's touching Victor. That just
yeah,
screams to me that's what's going on.
yeah,
That's why
100,
the Uncle kids are saying, "You are the one. Come here. You're the one."
100%, 100%. Well, you see, that's the case then, because okay, so if the Ankui kid, if she is the chosen one, then my theory of Charles,
Mm.
Christopher, sorry, Christopher being the chosen one probably doesn't make sense then,
Unless Kristen,
unless there's.
the boy in white was telling Christopher, "Hey, you do this so we could get your Miranda to the tree."
So you're saying more than one chosen one, or they have roles to play, and
They have their
Christopher
roles
can
to
play his
play.
role? That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. So everything that Christopher was, but Christopher, the boy in white was telling Christopher to go into the tree, though, right?
Right now, oh yeah, so the boy in white, yeah, he was telling him to go into the tree, how to
Yeah.
get into the castle, but I don't know if he was going to be the one to save the children because he doesn't see the children.
Huh. Interesting. I hope we get more. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get more answers to that, but where was I don't think it's a simple reincarnation. I wonder if the writers are listening to fans because many complained about Jim. Them, this is week he starts acting like a father to both. Well,
But they had to do
they,
reshoots because this has already been done.
yeah, yeah, 100%. I think they probably knew where they were going with Jim, and I think it was kind of intentional, to make Jim the skeptical. But then all of a sudden, he finally comes along, and it's a way to get people back in Jim's good graces before they kill him. Just saying, that would be the last thing on my mind. I agree with you 100%. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be the last thing on my mind, because like I said, if I go out, that's how I want to go out. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it'd be the last thing on my mind, but yeah, 100%, I would definitely be trying to get out of that town. That's why Kevin gave in to Jasmine. Nobody else wanted him. I agree.
That's sad.
You know, reminds me of that freak that sniped for the monster. Yeah, they simmed for the 100%. Absolutely.
Exactly. He's the only one that couldn't get none. The whole colony house, they having orgies. He ain't getting
Fact,
nothing. That's why
fact.
the ghost that came up was like, "Hey, you look
And he was like,
lonely.
"Oh," and he was like, "Oh, yes, I am." Oh,
Don't you
but
want to be together?" Mhm.
that scene with Boyd and the nurse out there. Hey, is everything okay? Yeah, that was fire. I was kind of worried that Boyd might bust a shot through the window. You know what I mean? Like, cause that was where he's gonna like, no, Boyd, don't do that. That's not a good idea. You know
She's like,
what was what was the purpose of that weird little part where Ethan went to the bathroom during the meeting? That seemed odd to add in. Uh,
I just thought
I
he had to
think
pee.
it. Yeah, I think it was just a way to get him out of the table so that they could have that conversation where Julie kind of says, I feel like it's Ethan's fault, or Ethan feels like it's his fault, so that Jim could go into that father mode and have that conversation, right? Because they're gonna try and make us like Jim again. I believe. Yes, reincarnation is just one piece of the puzzle. I agree. Because to be honest with you, I still can't figure out like I understand the baby stuff, but where does that kimono lady, where does that stuff fit in? The Antichrist stuff and everything. But still, where does it fit in? Do they have to, end up killing that baby? Does that baby actually have to be born to help them out? So I still got question. Still got question. I absolutely believe they have roles to play, so many of them. I agree. I agree. Yeah, exactly. She's not the chosen one. It was Christopher, and now it's Jade. See, that's where I was getting to
The
100%.
Ankui kids are not going to Jade. They're only going to Tabitha.
Yeah, you see, again, that's where it comes to as well, right? The Ankui kids are leading Tabitha to certain things, right? They put her through the tree where she went to the lighthouse. They pushed her out. The boy in white did that, but the boy in white could probably be one of the Ankui kids that actually survived. So that could be a possibility because I think there was supposed to be seven and only six were killed. So um, I 100% believe they listen to the fans and making adjustments. But you see, I would like to think so, but they like what they go back last week and do research
Yeah,
and
like
and then
when?
cut it. Yeah, it can't be done. Once it's wrapped up, they'll do their reshoots. But once it's aired, they're not going back and reshooting anything. They were so close to Fatima, so mad they didn't find her. Yeah, I know. And you know what's funny? Because a couple of weeks ago, sometimes I played a trailer. There was a scene in there where the kimono lady was on top of somebody, and I remember telling Julie about it. And then she was telling me, "Oh, well, I watched the trailer, and some of the stuff that they showed in the trailer didn't happen." But when I seen it, I was like, "Okay, that's the part I seen in the trailer." So that part in the trailer dropped like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You go back to watch one of those streams, you'll see in the trailer and you can see there's a part where she's on the bed, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so yeah, I don't like when they do that. They shouldn't do that. I agree with Foster Damas. Ethan running off to potty seems significant, like he was going to bolt, but nope. And then the number 16 on Jim's radio hurt my head right in your face. All right, here's one. So why did the boy in white say while pushing Tabitha it's the only way? That means he actually can send people back in the real world. So why is he not helping? I really don't trust the boy in white. That's why. So I think we got an explanation as to why the boy in white is really not saying anything. And it's because he tried with Christopher and Christopher didn't go through the hole, which caused Miranda to get killed if she is the chosen one, which is why the town ended up getting massacred like that. That's what I'm thinking, right? So it may not have been Christopher that actually did the massacre, but because he didn't do what he did, they were able to kill Miranda, who is possibly the chosen one. So that makes
100%.
Foster Jamas, he was upset about Tien Chen. Bacta's food made him sad. He missed the food. He missed her pancakes. But this boy is getting soul food. You better recognize what kind of food you getting over there, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, you may miss them pancakes, but when you getting chicken, grits, and greens and all of that stuff, you better enjoy it because we don't know how long that's gonna last. but Tabitha got brought back. Yeah, Tabitha got brought back, and I think Tabitha being brought back had something to do with Henry. We just haven't realized it yet, but it has something to do with Henry.
100%
Someone,
Henry.
yeah, someone should make a from board game like Monopoly. You go to the box directly to the box. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. I'd play it. I would buy it. You know what I mean? Or you're buying up land in Fromville, right? So you got the Colony House, you got the post
Post
office.
office slash uh, jail.
Fact, I think the most expensive one, which is Park Avenue, it would probably be the motel that's not there, right? So now you can buy a motel and pop a motel on there and replace the one that's missing. I'm gonna design the game and make us all rich. Hey, I'm
Let's
right there
go.
with you. Let's do it. Tonight I noticed a fence made of heavy rope like the kind at the boat dock. Where did oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. So I have a huge question now. What's your
All right,
question,
Fletcher, let's
Fletcher?
go.
Ethan went to the restroom so Julie could let the parents know. Yeah, exactly. 100%. It was just a way for them to have that conversation so that Jim could have his conversation with Ethan later on. Tabitha brought back, but I think this is a sign of because she was meant to come from Frontville no matter whatever she do. Well, that's
Exactly.
what
She's
Jade said, right?
reincarnated, so that's what she
Yeah,
has to come back.
yeah, that's what Jade said, right? When they were talking, it was like, no matter what you did, you were probably meant to be here. I think again that was a hint to the reincarnation stuff. I always thought Eloise went after Miranda, and Miranda had sacrificed herself for Eloise to enter the tree. But this episode confirmed it's not that.
And
Exactly.
also
So,
that we don't know where Eloise is or Costa.
exactly. So, we're thinking that Eloise is Acosta.
Yep. And not and the fact that Acosta's name has still not been leaked or anything like
Mm,
that. I think 100% Eloise is Acosta.
very interesting. Very interesting. What if the boy in white told Christopher to sacrifice the children, Victor and Eloise, and that's why Miranda told them to hide where Christopher didn't know, but Eloise got out of the cellar, found her. Um, we're gonna have to really find out why Miranda hid the kids because I don't. Could it have been Christopher's the reason why? Possible. You know what? So here's what I'll think. If it's Christopher, then I think we got a hint of what happened to Christopher with Boyd's wife, right? Where she thought he may not think it was a dream or anything like that, but he maybe thought killing everybody would help them get out of it. I don't know. I really don't.
I just
But
remember talisman. They didn't have talisman back then. They didn't get
yeah,
into Boyd got those. So put him in that cellar was to save the children because that's the safest place they could be.
absolutely. Amazing episode. Oh, I agree 100%. It wasn't about the food, it was about missing Tin Chan. No, I know it was. I'm just saying though. But when you got soul food, you better enjoy that. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
No motels. If you guys have played the Fallout game and have not watched Silo yet. So I'm
Silo
getting into
100%.
Silo.
100%.
Yeah. Brian's already watching Silo. I'm gonna get into that too. I hear it's really good. And I watched their
Before
breakdown.
before we do this episode, we do a Silo episode breakdown. So we do that at 9 o'clock on Saturdays. We'll do that, and then 9 o'clock Central Saturdays, and then we could jump right into From.
And his channel is there in the chat, guys. So make sure you sub to that, especially if you like Silo. Very good show that those guys are doing over there. So I wonder if Victor has the memory of what the boy in white said to Christopher locked away somewhere. Um, I'm pretty sure Victor still knows some more stuff that we're probably gonna get out because remember he was saying I don't wanna talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to remember anymore.
Right. And to be honest with you, they have to do that because I said it many times. If Victor gives all the information out, he's expendable. So the fact that they're just giving piece by piece shows that Victor's going to be around for a little bit longer.
At least
Watch for
the beginning of the season.
what's that?
At least for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I agree. Watch for the stuff that screams Fallout. I will.
No, I mean, yeah, for in the silo, yeah, it screams Fallout. And I
Really.
can't tell you why, but yeah, you're right.
And watch how much that game is doing the heavy lifting. I agree. Acosta is Eloise. It
Yep.
makes sense. It makes sense, right? So is Acosta a reincarnation of Eloise or is it actually Eloise?
I think she's actually Eloise. And she got out. I
So
think we're
she
gonna
got
find out that
out.
she was in a foster home, and that was what makes her want to protect people because
Oh,
she wasn't protected,
mm,
and she doesn't remember
okay.
anything before those times. We find out she literally is Eloise.
So what would stop her from remembering? The trauma?
The trauma. You have no idea. She don't remember anything before she's 4 or 5, whatever.
Interesting. That would make sense. That would make sense. The stuff people do for fun. Smiley, I wanted to see you again, but not like
I like
that.
that.
So
Yeah.
no, it's good to know, right? We got to see that, Smiley was the one that killed Miranda. So Christopher is Jade's reincarnation. I believe Jade's visions are all his previous roles, meaning the one-eyed dude is OG Jade, which means Christopher ends up sacrificing the children also, Eloise. You know what? I'm beginning to
Interesting,
think
Fletcher.
that too.
That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
it makes sense that all those visions that he's seeing could be him in his past life. You know what I mean? Which would mean that Jade has a more important role than we actually know right now. Because
Mm.
one of them was drinking the blood. So did that reincarnation agree with sacrificing the kids? You know what I mean? So that's interesting to know. That's my Miranda had them hidden. I got you. And it would make sense why Eloise never came out, you know what I mean? And doesn't trust these people because she's seen what happened. So Fletcher said, holy moly. Fletcher, I was wondering that if Jade was going to end up evil, that's so sad. I love Jade. I don't think Jade is going to end up evil. I think he's going to have to maybe choose, right? There's going to be a
Me,
little time. Yeah.
me or them?
Go ahead.
Which
Yeah,
one?
exactly. And I think Christopher's choice was to do what he did, but Jade's going to have to make a different choice, which is going to help Tabitha save the kids. Makes
Yep,
sense. They
100%.
may not be the chosen one, but they were definitely connected. So it means that Christopher and Miranda were connected in some way, and then Jade and Tabitha now are connected in some way. I believe Victor has all the answers. He definitely has more answers than he's given us. That's for sure.
I mean, he was away for such a long time. We don't know how long he was by himself. And do he really have answers? Did they not mess with him because of that? There's a pact to not mess with Victor.
Absolutely. I think Ellis is on to Elgin. I hope so. I hope so because I would have been like questioning his questioning and why he talking like that. I would have been questioning it right away. Why couldn't Miranda wait until morning? I think that's an answer that we're going to get. Why
That
she
I
couldn't
had to
wait
do it
till
this
morning?
time or it
Yeah,
wasn't going to work.
yeah. I think because Miranda maybe have had visions and probably knew that it was getting close to what was going to happen, and she had to do what she had to do. Bro, if nightmare creatures start running again, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I know. I know. You better never go outside at nighttime. That's for sure.
Just need to be ready. At any point in time, you just got to be ready.
Facts. Yep, Nikisha, I can see Jade not going through the tree just like Christopher because he's afraid go end up like Dale.
Mm.
Ugh. I could see that, but I think Jade is gonna be the one that actually makes the choice to do it. Because if it's reincarnation and they're going through this over and over again, that means everybody who was Christopher messed up. You know what I mean?
I wonder if Jay trusts himself, though.
That's a good point.
You
Why
know,
wouldn't he?
just because you're going to you might sacrifice somebody else. Do you trust yourself enough to sacrifice somebody?
Interesting. So you're thinking maybe going through the tree, he's gonna have to sacrifice somebody, and
I think it's gonna be a choice between him sacrificing or going through the tree, and he decides to let someone else go because they're hurt or something like that, and he doesn't get through the tree.
or maybe he realizes because he's going through these numbers and all that stuff. Maybe he starts to realize that, like Christopher did, everything here is a lie. You know what I mean? If the town is trying to break Boyd, it may be trying to convince Jade that what he's seeing is not true. Everything is a lie. Those numbers are going to be irrelevant, which is going to make Jade question everything he does to the point where he may go back to drinking and be like, F this. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. It really does.
Because the bottle tree takes you to certain places at night time. Maybe she doesn't have family as far as she
She
knows.
knows.
Yeah, that's correct. Could very well be Acosta. Time
I don't
moved
know.
differently in Fromville. I'm not sure if time does move differently in Fromville, to be honest
It's
with
not
you.
linear. We know that time is not
Right.
linear, but it doesn't go the same direction, the same pace. I don't know. Maybe
I think the caverns where they went to may not be the linear. I think you have to go in there. But the way it seemed to me, especially when Tabitha went into the real world, it seemed like, it was present time, right?
Mhm.
Because she did the internet search, they were missing and stuff like that. So I don't think it moves differently. I think it moves the same. That makes
Hmm.
sense. I love this episode. More theories coming out. Oh yeah. And that's what I like. Each episode is gonna give us more and more theories. And
This
I
episode is
want
going to be a lot behind it. A lot behind it.
absolutely. And people, we've talked about the time travel, but again, we still don't have no theories as or answers. I won't say theories because we all have theories, but we don't have no answers as to whether, when you go in there, is time moving around you? Like you said, it's not linear, or is it
Mhm.
you step into one part, you're a different time, and then you go a little bit further? So there's questions there that could be answered, right? But I definitely like the way they did the time
No,
travel.
I
I love
I like the way they did the time jump. I think that was the best way to do it.
absolutely, I agree. Those poor crusty little babies. Yeah, I know. And
All
and
you had
and
to
I
do
get
is give them lotion. That's all they need. They get some lotion and all of it changes. They're free
but
to leave.
but it's funny because I trust the crusty little kids more than I trust the boy in white. You know what I mean? You see someone dressed up all in white like that, it's like, yeah, you trying to fool me, man. You ain't good. You know? You ain't good. I'd rather trust the crusty little kids. You know what I mean? They look like they're more
Might have some better home
trustworthy.
training or something. You know,
Facts. I still think Eloise is for real somewhere in the woods with some reminding residents of her and Victor's cycle. She could be by herself, or maybe she was living in those cabins. That's what I thought, right? I thought she was in the cabins. That's that's to me where I thought it was. I think that
there's
again,
someone
there's
out there
something.
that's moving
Yeah,
around and pulling people
but
away from there. So
but
someone
then
has to
that
do
would but then that would take away from the Eloise being Acosta, right?
it.
If Eloise
Yes,
is
so.
out
Yes,
there.
it would.
Jay's my boy, by far my favorite character from episode one. I like Jay too. Jade is comical.
I don't like Jade all the way. I don't dislike him either. It's just he's like whatever. And then this season he's been a lot more important. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down with that.
Boyd's still my favorite character. You know what I mean? 100%. I
Of
love
course,
me some
100%.
Boyd. Tabitha with another no 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 scene is
Yeah.
epic. Yeah. I don't think this show is going to have an happy ending. Ooh. You know what? I
Keisha been
hope
saying
it
that.
does. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't have a happy ending because I like shows that kind of don't end on happy notes. You know what I mean? Like there was this one with uh Nicolas Cage, where he was doing these numbers and and they come to find out it was the end of the world and they couldn't stop it, so they sent those two kids off to another planet.
29. Oh, so what
Yeah,
was that?
Knowing, knowing.
Knowing, yep, knowing.
Yeah. And it ended with the world being destroyed. I was like, you know what? I like that. Call me crazy, but everything we watch is happy endings. So you give me an ending that ends like that, I'm right there with you, Nikisha. I don't think Jade will save them or break the cycle. It will keep going and going.
Ooh, that'll
I
be a
heard it.
crazy ending.
It would be. It would be. But again, they're gonna have to end the series. So either they're gonna end it on a good happy ending, or it could be a mix. A lot of people die and a lot of people get out, so it could be that way as well.
Or leave it with a question mark.
Absolutely, could that too. I heard a theory that Victor is a creature and just doesn't know it. That would be a wild twist. Or if you know Victor ends up being like the big bad. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
He's
And
been he's been playing this out for years, and he's the one who's making things happen.
that would be crazy, especially with the fact that Victor has been in that town since he was a kid and he was protected because hands down he was protected. You know what I mean? Which would make sense that the boy in white would not be the good boy, and he's telling Victor, don't cut the tree down. That's not what you need to do. Oh man, it's crazy. If Christopher really did sacrifice Eloise, I wonder where or what happened to him. Because I know they said something about
So
Christopher not
he was in the front yard.
was he was.
He was just sitting in the front yard.
Mm, I think Eloise has been hiding all these years. Victor said she was the best at it. Yeah, and I don't want to just brush off the her being good at hiding type of thing because I 100% agree that I think she was probably hiding out, still hiding out. But that's a long time.
That is a
That is
long time.
to be hiding out. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Or I wanted Ellis to slap Elgin silly. I think we all did. I think we all did. I wanted Elgin to grab. I wanted
Dude,
Elgin
I was
throw him
just
in
about
the
to grab his
water.
feet like, you hit me and run off.
Facts. When Elgin realized he messed up, Ellis is gone him on a start. Well, here's the thing, right? Because I honestly believe that they're not going to find her in time. They're going to have this baby, and the town laughing. The town was foreshadowing that, yeah, you're not going to find her in time, and really not. And
Hmm.
he said you're close, but they were right there. So we didn't realize how close they were when the aliens
In the
tested
building
them.
where you need to be.
Yes,
One door changes.
yes. Elgin was annoying. I agree. I love Jim in this episode. Yep, Jim
The
definitely
first
did a
time for
good
a
job.
long time, Jim was great. Everything.
So annoying, Fletcher. If I timed the police car sound outside with what I say in the chat. Okay, I got you. Elgin pissed me off this episode. Like, how dumb could you be to trust the ghost? Yeah, I've been saying
That's
that.
what he's been doing. He's not listening to the ancestors. He's no longer us, guys.
Yeah, I've
Elgin
been
is
saying
no
that.
longer this. No,
You know
no.
what? I'm gonna and I said this on a stream the other day where I said, I'm gonna give him a little bit um of a pass and say he's actually um he's actually possessed. You know what I mean? He's
I
possessed by
hope so, but I
that's
don't know.
exactly what it is. He's possessed. Fletcher said, but it feels like Jim is telling us, yeah, goodbye to us. Game of Thrones strike. He's telling all the members of his
He's
family
gonna be
how much.
gone.
Yep,
Yep.
100%. 100%. Was Elgin wearing the
Then
same
Donna.
shirt as the
Wait,
dead body in the root cellar? I don't know, but I don't see the dead body being Elgin. You know what I mean? I don't see it.
Elgin's much
Personal.
bigger. Like he's gonna be. I don't know. I don't see him being skinny bones anytime soon.
Well, if he gets locked down there and he's stuck
He
down
still
there,
has enough to survive.
yeah, but he's gonna get skinny. He's gonna get a beard. Eh, it's a stretch. It's a stretch. Definitely a stretch. Henry probably didn't leave Jade with liquor though. Well, hope not because Jade doesn't need the liquor right now, right? But just remember, Jade's been making his own liquor. You know what I mean? So he can just make some more if it really gets down to it. Nikisha, you're probably right. But that's just me, bro. No worries. Thanks for laughing, geek girl. Who would have Who would have loved a full season of Miranda's timeline from Fromville? Um, I wouldn't have an issue with that. You know what I mean? I definitely
Could have
wouldn't have.
done it.
Oh man, I love that Fletcher. Maybe a prequel. Fletcher, I want a season and season from the creature's POV featuring Smiley. And have it start off with, Smiley being Smiley and
How
we
do you
get to
get
see.
become this
Yes,
this this monster?
absolutely. It put lotion on his skin or get the hose. At this point, I wonder if the no no nose is written in the script or if it's deliberately done by the actress. But hopefully, someone that gets an interview with her can ask
We'll be able
that.
to
You know what I
ask.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. Totally think the crusty babies are truly worth trustworthy. I think they are too. 100%. It's the boy in white that's skeptical to me. I remember someone from the class saying we be mad and hinted another loss. If you had to guess who y'all think it's gonna be. Well, there's definitely supposed to be some beloved death. I'm gonna go with Donna.
me too.
I don't I don't think it's Ellis. I'm gonna go with Donna. If I had to pick one, it's Donna. It's
I'm
Donna.
picking Donna. I picked Donna before. I'm picking Donna again.
Me too. I think she's in the cabins too. Nikisha, the OG timeline, also with one eyed dude and little girl in Tabby's dream at the cabins.
Mm.
Boy in white seems to be the one that got away during the children's sacrifice. That's what I'm thinking as well, right? And
He
again,
feels responsible because he could have saved them, but didn't. So he feels responsible.
yep. I was expecting more Victor and Acosta interaction, but man, maybe it's not Eloise. Now I believe Christopher really did sacrifice her. So I don't know who Acosta's first name is
That's the
anymore.
Eloise.
It's interesting, and we're gonna find out 100%. So the boy in white is getting older now. Does he end up being the man in yellow suit? So does the boy in white get replaced by Ethan? Well, I think they had to put that in there because the boy in white got older. You know what I mean? So they had to explain why the boy in white looked different, which because it's Fromville, it works. You know? Oh my gosh, I really like that theory, girl power. No way I believe Victor. No way I believe Victor's a creature. He's such a sweet, tender soul. Yeah, but we all thought Elgin was a sweet, tender soul too when he first came in there. And look
Never
what happened
trust him.
to him.
Just don't trust him. Just know it's going to happen.
Victor is the peach creature, 100%. The evidence there is a cycle and everyone has died at one time, but Victor, it'd be crazy if the actual cycle keeps Fromville from expanding or monsters being released into the real world. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't think they're gonna go there though.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, okay, I'll go for that, Fletcher. Oh, I need to rewatch this episode. I'm definitely gonna.
100%. All of us do. That's exactly what I'm going to do tonight. To go to sleep, to rewatch the episode again.
Me too. Boy told him to go alone. Hmm. So this is working as intended, right? The stuff that puts us all in the same room. Yeah. You see, that's the thing. I think everything is working as I think everything is working as planned. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying like it's not as simple. I think there's going to be a lot problem with that. So, but we're just going to get through these comments and then we're going to close it up because we will definitely be breaking it down on Tuesday.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
want don't want to give everything away. Plus, after the next rewatch, we're going to probably have things that we haven't seen yet or discussed yet. Maybe some
And then
things
have
that
to go back through it again and put ideas and then start putting our note cards up in our string and we'll figure all this stuff out.
back. Uh, they're not your kids anymore because Ethan is the boy in white replacement. Because the boy in white is changing, getting older, maybe ending up becoming the man in yellow suit. Holy moly, kind of makes sense.
Okay.
F. Elgin, I agree, 100%. No, Boy just wanted to separate from Ellis to give them a better chance. He didn't want Ellis to go alone, just with someone else, right? Because he said he and El he and Ellis have to be the one to find Fatima so they can make an explanation.
Exactly. So you don't have all these other confused people.
Absolutely. What happens till 35 people replace or new people die? I think new people are gonna come in, so we'll see.
You replace whoever dies. Yeah.
Yeah, Donna. I think Donna has to die for the story arc to move on. I agree.
I've been feeling that way. Yeah.
So Jade just left Henry alone in the forest. Is he nuts? Hope Henry doesn't get lost. Yeah, he did.
I worry
Yeah,
about that, man. He just
yeah,
did that.
yeah, he did. You know what I mean? Oh man, I don't know if I can take losing Donna. She's my second favorite character. Yeah, I think that's why it's gonna hurt the most. Can't really blame Elgin for believing the ghost. Sarah thought she was helping too, but if they talked to each other, they could avoid unnecessary death or evade the inevitable for a while. No, I agree with you. I think they have to talk.
They
That's
just
one.
will never talk to each other. They'll never tell each other the truth because they're still trying to hold, you know, their dignity, their sense of what's right and wrong, stuff like that.
Absolutely. I think Donna has to read that one. Uh, who's your favorite? Elgin's been wearing the same shirt for weeks, and all of a sudden he has a button up. With all the time traveling, he may travel back in time and die in the past. Interesting. Who is the man in yellow? We have no idea yet. We have no idea. There's
Or is he
still
coming
so much.
back?
Yeah, there's still so much in this show that we have to figure out. Never liked Elgin. Um, I know he just seemed like an innocent kid until he started doing what he's doing. Now it's just like Elgin, you're messing up, bro. You know what I
So you
mean?
can't trust him. That's the problem. You can't trust him.
At all. I don't get why the boy in white won't tell Victor what to do. Why did to only try and tell Christopher and then end there? Because Christopher didn't do what he wanted to do. And that too, again, because I always talk about the correlations with Lost in this. When we found out who the smoke monster was, Jacob, who was the good part of the smoke monster, because the smoke monster was just the man in black, they called him. But Jacob, when he touched them, he told them that they still had to make decisions on their own, right? It
Yep.
wasn't just
A
like it was
responsible
like,
human
yeah,
answer.
yeah, exactly. He was like, yo, you know, you guys still have to make the choice. I brought you here, but it's still your choice to want to take over. So I think that's what the boy in white is doing. It's like, yes, I'll give you little hints and help you and make sure you don't do the wrong thing. But at the end of the day, it has to be your choice
Yep.
to do it. Because if I force you, you're not going to believe. Boyd passing the torch to Kenny scene was amazing. I agree.
It was
100%.
tough to watch. Very good though.
It was. Maybe they're on maybe they're on one of those ghost islands in the Bermuda Triangle, pretty close to Maine. Could be. My favorite scene, Fletcher. I bawled like a baby. I think Henry is more important now that Tabitha has brought him back. I agree.
I think it's just about the
Just the
sanity of Victor.
Yeah, for real. Thank you very much. I always appreciate anybody that subs to the channel. Like I said, we are trying to do some content on From and keep you guys entertained. And if you're enjoying it and you just sub, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for the stream and chat. This was fun. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you here, Nikisha. Ethan, Fatima, and Boyd wearing always wearing yellow clothes must be a sign. Fletcher gave the
Mm.
thumb burning. My favorite is Jade. Okay. I'm working on this cat playground. Oh. Fromtville really seems like punishment. They probably caused a situation they in now in the past life. I agree. First time we see the monsters run. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that scene. But yeah, it was.
I thought they were just lazy, but apparently not.
Maybe at that time they were more
Tired of
quick
getting
to
like
kill.
all this crap.
Yeah, they're quick to kill, but after going through it so many times, and probably the creatures are probably been one of the ones that have been through so many literations, it just became a game for them. And I think now we're seeing that it's just a game for them. And last one, please have a great night, guys. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. Fletcher coming on. Thank you all. And that's the end of the comments. And I would like to say thank you all for popping in. It was a pleasure. Make sure to sub to Brian's channel, Spoiler Kings. They're doing some great stuff over there. make sure to sign into Julie's channel. She's been doing some great stuff over there as well. She said, "Oh my God, reincarnation confirmed! So excited! I knew Tabitha was Miranda." Yeah, I know you called it.
A
You
long
definitely,
time, really, really did.
yeah, you called that 100%. So I appreciate that. But we are definitely out. And like I said, Tuesday night, we will be discussing it. Julie will be with us. Um, Nikisha will actually be joining us as well. And Brian will
Who?
be there as well. Nikisha.
I said who? That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the start, Boyd and his family hid underground, plus Donna, Father Katri in jail, 3 alive and 3 dead. Seems like replacement. Victor's family replacing by Jim's family, etc. That makes 100%. I agree. I agree. Jeez, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. It's all good. What if that was a surprise? Oh, my bad.
No, no.
Maybe it was, but I spoiled the beans. So,
I know
you know
now.
what I mean?
Hey, we got it. What's up?
Absolutely. But I always try to, make sure I big up the people that come and hang out with us because at the end of the day, you guys don't have to do this. You could be watching somebody else, but you here with us, chilling, having a good time. And me and Brian both appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So much so.
100%. 100%. Can't wait to talk about this episode with
Julie, I
you guys.
cannot wait to break this thing down. I'm gonna watch it 2 more times before we get to Tuesday, though.
Me too. And I can't wait to get there and because gloat, gloat, gloat. Get your gloat on. You know what I mean? I thought I was gonna have to I be able to gloat when I said there was no baby, but unfortunately I didn't get to gloat. But now you get to gloat. So gloat. Do your thing. I appreciate you letting me on. I appreciate you coming on. Like I
Yeah.
said, 100%. For me
You
when
guys
I
are the
do this,
reason why we do this. Like the only reason we sit here and do this is because of you. You know, if it wasn't
absolutely,
for you guys, me and Anzo would just be sitting here talking off stream about it.
absolutely, 100%. And I say this all the time. To me, it's not even about me. Like when I do this stuff, it's not even about me. For me, it's about the people that come in and have fun and chill out with us. You know what I mean? I'm just me, but I like you guys. I like interacting with you guys. You know what I mean? I think when I met Brian, we like hit it off right away, and it
Yeah,
was
we
like,
did.
yeah, boom, boom. Yeah. Especially we had that little, we go back and forth on the recast Chala stuff,
Yep.
but we hit it off all the time, and then when we started doing this, it's like, yeah,
You know,
bro,
because the big thing is, it's not about having the same opinions about anything. It's about respecting each other's opinions.
facts, 100%. You know what I mean? And not to mention the fact that not only do we respect everyone else's opinion, we respect the chat's opinion, and the
Yep.
chat respects our opinion as well, right? Like, I've never heard anybody in the chat tell me, oh, that was a stupid theory. You know what I mean? Or that don't make sense or anything like that. Say, oh, I may not agree with that. I have this and that. And I appreciate that because I've been in some communities where you say so. Listen, I've had a dude that, and I'm gonna say this real quick before I go. I had a dude that followed me from I started YouTube, and he was like, "Bro, yo, man, I agree with everything Hanzo says. I agree, I agree, I agree." And then I said I didn't like the Mortal Kombat movie, and this
Over.
guy he flipped and like, "Oh my God, Hanzo thinks he knows everything. I'm unsubbing." I was like, "Damn, bro. Okay,
Unsub. Like, it doesn't make any sense, guys. Like the idea is that we all come together. It's like a gumbo. You bring what you got, I'll bring what I got, and we'll have something good to eat.
facts, 100%. You don't want a channel with all echo chambers. You just don't want that. You know what I mean? You want different opinions and to have discussions and all kinds of stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Looking forward to y'all next video. Thank you very much. I am definitely going to put a video out here sometime this week. I have a few in mind. I had a series that I wanted to do is it's like where do they end up, right? So I wanted to take a specific character and try to predict where they actually end up by the end of this season. So for example, my first person would be Acosta and I would talk about how she got there, blah blah, and then where I think she's gonna end up. She's
Mm.
gonna live, she's gonna die, stuff like that. Everyone in the chat has been very cool. The people who came over here from my channel are awesome, kind people. 100%.
You guys are
But
wonderful.
with that being said, guys, we will see you on Tuesday night. Thank you very much. And I will say this again. Well, the trailer is for this week, so it's good. But usually when I start on Tuesday, it's the trailer for the next week, so sometimes you guys don't see that, but whatever. Thank you. Peace.
Fatima is missing. We know that she's afraid.
I'm trying to protect you.
They think that we don't have what it takes to find her.
What is it? She wants us to follow her.
We proved that this place couldn't break us. Stop! You can either lay down and die, or we can say, we're taking our lives back.